What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we continue the Gauntlet Series for the Noble FoKus H-ANCs. Their opponent today pulled them out as a surprise as I was looking through all the ones that I have, and I thought this one should be a very interesting head-to-head. They are the Philips TAT8506 earbuds. I'm really interested to see how this matchup pans out, so without further ado, let's get to it. All right, we are back in the Gauntlet Series for the Noble rather FoKus H-ANCs continue. Their next opponent, the T8506 by Philips. Let's go ahead and jump into the prices. First off, let's start off with the Philips T8506 or TAT8506. I have it listed on Amazon. Uh, they come in at $179.99. You can only get these on Amazon. Uh, as far as Bluetooth version, they come in with Bluetooth 5.2. The codec supported is the AAC, SBC, and LDAC. They do have a hybrid ANC Pro Plus technology for noise canceling. And as far as battery life, the earbuds with ANC on, you can get up to 8. You can get up to 8 hours. With ANC off, you can get up to 9 hours. All right. With you add the case with ANC on, you can get up to 24 hours. And then with ANC turned off, you can get up to 27 hours of playback time. So not bad at all. Some good hours there for these earbuds. The case does support fast charging. 15 minutes will get you an hour playback time. And of course, you do have wireless charging with the case. As well as water resistance, the earbuds are rated at IPX4, so you can take these to the gym or get caught in the rain. You don't have to worry about it. As far as special features, they do support Google Fast Pairing, and of course, they have multi-point pairing and connectivity with these earbuds. So, very nicely stacked earbuds there. Now, moving on over to the Noble FoKus H-ANCs, they come in at $199. They come with Bluetooth 5.2. You can also get these on Noble website as Noble Audio website as I'll leave a link in the description, just like the Philips. All right, as far as Bluetooth version, you have 5.2 on here. Codec, you only get AAC and SBC support. They do have a hybrid active noise canceling technology. As far as battery life, with the earbuds, you can get up to 13 hours without ANC on, but only 8.5 with ANC turned on. So you're about comparable as far as battery life for the earbuds with ANC as the Philips. Excuse me. So with the case, you can get up to 32.5 hours of playback time. The case does not support wireless charging, but it does support fast charge. 15 minutes will get you about 70 minutes, just over an hour of playback time. As far as water resistance, the earbuds are rated at IPX5, and the special features, they do support auto pairing. These earbuds here, so no multi-point pairing or connectivity with these earbuds. All right, so that's a quick rundown of the price and specs for these two. Let's continue. All right, we're back. Let's go ahead and take one of each of these out. We're gonna compare them to each other. As you can see, we got two totally different form factors here. We got the more cylindrical shape for the Philips to give you a good massive touch surface here. You do get almost like a teardrop type shape with the FoKus H-ANCs. You also got a nice size touch surface. I do like the branding on each of them with the crown and the actual Philips logo on there. As we take a look at how deep these guys are, as you can see, let me go ahead and get these situated properly. All right, as you can see, both of them are pretty deep. As you can see with the Philips the T8506 rather 8506. You got this is where the ergonomic area right here. This area will sit in the ear well, while everything up here is protrudes out a little bit. So you have that a little bit sticking out there when you have them on. As well as with the FoKus H-ANCs, they're a little bit more discreet because this portion here is in that sits in the ear well. Well, you just have like the touch surface area, just here and on up, like right there, like flush with the ear. So they're very much more discreet than the T8506 earbud. All right, so again, I do like both of the design. I do like it. It's very classy, both of them, in my opinion. I think the obviously I would give. I don't know because I was going to say the 8506 is a little heavier, but I think you got a little bit more weight on the Noble ones because they're so compact, but they're more compact than the 8506. But I would say they're about even. All right, so let's go ahead and pull out some pictures so we can see how they look in the ear. Grab my. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead with the Noble FoKus H-ANCs. As you can see, it takes up the entire ear well. Very discreet. As you can see, you got plenty of touch surface for touch control commands and everything. So it's a very good fit. You get a nice seal with them. Just a very really good fit and feel with these guys. All right, here we go. As you can see here, again, they take up a lot. They don't feel, surprisingly, they do not fill the entire ear well, but they do sit in rather nicely in the ear. They lock in tight, and they once you got them in, you get they're real comfortable. And I can say that for both earbuds. Once you have them to do the twist and lock, and they're locked in, you got your seal. They're real comfortable. You can go. I can go all day. I can't speak for everybody because everybody else's ears are shaped different. I haven't had any type of ear fatigue or ear soreness with them in my ear, so everything seemed to be working okay for me with with either one of these earbuds. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and get these guys paired up. And take a look at their apps. We're going to start off with the T8506 in the Philips app. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. We got the Philips TAT8506 earbuds already paired up. Let's go ahead and jump into their app. All right, let me grab my pen so I don't put my finger in the way. Get it off of here. All right, there we go. All right, so right now, as you can see, we got the name of the earbuds at the top. They gave you a codec here on the right. You got a picture of both earbuds, but you also get the battery level of left and right earbuds, as well as the case. Moving on down, you got your ambient controls. You can toggle it off and on. Obviously, we keep it on because right now you have your noise control. I have that on ANC high. If you tap on it, let me see if I can get that into focus for you. You can turn it from high, low, or use a wind noise reduction. All right. Now, same thing if you go into awareness, which is your transparency. You tap on it again, get that back up into focus. You can have how much transparency you want to allow. If you choose it, you can have it set to max. You can move it all the way down to minimum, or you can just have it set to voice mode, where the focus is on the person's voice that is talking to you. All right. Then of course you have adaptive ANC, which does the adjusts your ANC according to your location. All right. Then of course you got your sound effects. You can click on here. You can go and click on different types of presets. So these I have it set to powerful. You got bass, voice, and treble. We're gonna turn it off for right now. So when we do the sound test, we have no EQ settings set. That's how I do it, fair and square. And of course, down here at the bottom, you got your your audio controls, play, pause, skip, and reverse. And of course, you got your volume slider here at the bottom as well. If you see down here, we're on the home screen. Let's go ahead and jump quickly into the settings and do a quick rundown. All right, you got LDAC. We can turn that off and on if you need it, depending on if your device supports it or not. You do have multi-point connectivity. You can turn that off and on. Allows you to connect to two devices at the same time. You got your default voice assistant. You can turn that on. That way you'll use whatever's default to the phone. And of course, you got your wear sensor. That's in the earbuds. It detects, when you have them on or when you have them off. They'll pause your audio and then put it back on and then resume it once you have the earbuds back in. Blah blah blah. If I can talk. All right. All right. So you got your touchpad. If you want to utilize the touchpad for your touch controls, you can turn that off and on. Side tone base is I don't know if you're aware of it or aware what it is. It allows you to hear yourself when you're talking on the phone, so it doesn't sound like you're yelling. That way, you're not yelling at the person on the other end of the phone, or sound like you're yelling at the other person on the other end of the phone. I had auto shut off. I have that set to never, so that my earbuds never turn off, because you can go in and you can set it for 30 minutes, 1 hour, or 2 hours. Now, I don't understand if it's let's take a look at that. All right, allows you to set the timer to turn off your headphones. See that? I can understand if it was a like for inactivity, but they don't say that on here, so I just leave that off. All right, so you can go into product information. Here you get the model number of your earbuds, their MAC address, and here you can select and check and see if there's a firmware update with them. I already did. The earbuds are up to date, so let's move on. All right, so then you got the quick start guide. You got the user's menu. Then you got about the app and the earbuds there, and that is basically it for the excuse me, the app, the Philips headphones app for the Philips TAT8506. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get these swapped out, and we're going to take a walk through. We're going to get the Noble FoKus H-ANCs paired up, and we'll take a walk through their app. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. As you can see, we've got the Noble FoKus H-ANCs already paired up. So let's go ahead and jump into their app. As you can see here, you got the name of the earbuds. You've got the left and right earbud with their battery percentage for each. Okay. It asks you can utilize the equalizer and everything. You get an option to try equalizer, but then you got a picture of the earbuds here. I really wish you could change the color of the earbuds right there. As usual, they have the purple with gray variant of these earbuds on. I wish I could get them to do this sweet Noble blue and black version up on here. But I digress. Let's go ahead. Let's just continue. All right. So here you got your options here. You hit this little down arrow down, okay, and then you got the drop down where you got your equalizer. You can tap in here. All right, right here on the main page, you've got different presets here at the bottom. You can go from classical to pop to jazz, rap, folk, and then default. Default is already set. As you can see, everything's zeroed out. Or if you go into if you created some, you can go into personalized mode, and then you can go ahead and select from whichever ones you created. All right. Right now I had the one. Let's see. We go to test. Everything's zeroed out. Okay. But then if you want to say, for instance, you're on this page, you want to go create your own. You go up here to the top here and select custom. Then here on the custom one, you could go ahead and change the graphic equalizer to however you want on here. So you do have a graphic equalizer to play with if you want. All right. So then let's back up. You set it back to deep. Actually, you know what? Let's go here just to make sure we put it on test to make sure everything is copacetic. Everything's at 0 there. All right, let's back up out of here. Now, of course, you got your custom UI. This is for your user interface. If you tap on that, this will give you your touch controls. You can only change double click and double tap and triple tap. They call them clicks here, but you double tap and triple tap. As you can see with the drop down, you got all these options available to you. All right. And same for this one. This is for your left earbud. Then, of course, you switch to the right, you get the exact same one. So you only got the only ones you can change: double tap, triple tap. The single tap is your play pause functionality there. Okay. So then, of course, then you can go down into your settings. Here you can turn on your prompt tone switch. You can turn that off and on so you get them prompts in your ear. Here you have your volume setting. We'll leave that as is. Then, of course, you got your language, which we have is English, obviously, because we're in the United States. And I'm not multilingual, which I was. Then of course you got your ANC display. I have that turned on. So if you go back here, you have the ANC options down here in the at the very bottom underneath your audio controls, which I forgot to mention, but I haven't gotten that far yet. All right. So now moving on. You've got your after settings, you can do updating firmware. If you have a firmware update, you can go here and it tells you you are at the latest versions for these earbuds, which is good. All right. Then, of course, you can disconnect the earbuds from the app altogether from there. All right. Then, of course, like again, you do have your audio controls, play, pause, skip, and reverse tracks. And then down here, you can also go ahead and tap on that. Let me get that, see if I can get that in focus for you, where you could turn on your active noise canceling. You can have it in ambient mode. You can also do wind noise reduction, or you can just turn it off altogether. All right. And that is a quick walkthrough of the Noble FoKus app for the FoKus H-ANCs. What we're going to do next is we're going to do a little mic test between the two so you can see how they sound. And then we'll follow up with a sound test. So stay strapped in.
This is a mic test with the Philips TAT8506 earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Philips TAT8506 earbuds, in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Philips TAT8506 earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Philips TAT8506 earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Noble FoKus H-ANC earbuds in a semi-quiet location. This is a mic test with the Noble FoKus H-ANC earbuds in a semi-quiet location. This is a mic test with the Noble FoKus H-ANC earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Noble FoKus H-ANC earbuds in a crowded location.
All right, we're back in. We got the T8506 already paired up. Let's go ahead and jump into some music. Still, we're trying to work. Just got this pen. Still trying to work using it fluently. So forgive me. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to jump into Run's house. All right, got it queued up. Let's go. All right, we at our rate range. Still, wish it was a little louder. Your vocals are clear. Obviously, it does need the EQ. You get clear vocals. I like it. I just wish it was a little louder and the bass is a little suppressed. With these, you can hear it. But it's not as powerful as I would have hoped it would be. All right, but you do get the that jumps out at you. The vocals are clear. That jumps out at you. It's just naturally the bass is a little subdued and it's not as naturally loud. I thought it'd be a little bit more overall volume in that one. All right. I got to clean this thing. All right, let's go ahead and jump into some Lenny. Let's see how it sounds with Lenny Kravitz. Let's go. Now in this one, you definitely you got the Miz and Trouble are good. Again, bass is subdued. It's an okay natural sound. Okay. No, it just needs it needs more bass naturally. So once you use the EQ, I think you'll be okay. But I would say on these ones. But we're gonna continue through because this is what we do. All right, let's go ahead and click on Kenny G. All right. Again, wish it was louder. Now notice this is where I'm usually right here with my volume for for all my earbuds. But these ones The natural volume isn't there. And it's not as warm. With this song, this is a warm song naturally, and you don't feel it on here. Although you got a nice, clean lead saxophone rather, but you're missing everything else in the back, like the warm bass, the warm bass, and the warm keyboard. You're missing all of that. All right. Okay. All right. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and get these swapped out. We're gonna put the Noble FoKus H-ANCs under the sound microscope. So stay strapped in. All right, we back in. We got the Noble FoKus H-ANCs already paired up. So let's go ahead and jump into music. We already got Run DMC already queued up, so let's go. We are at our regular volume level. Let's get it. Already, already louder. Let me see, make sure we there. Yeah, we there. All right. Already louder than the Philips earbuds, and you got more. The bass is hitting more. Not as much more, but it's you definitely feel it. All right. Yeah, very good bass. Naturally, you got good vocals. You got great sound. You got really good sound there. You got the bass hit harder. It was a little bit louder than the Philips. I ain't gonna say it's a lot louder. It was a little bit louder than the Philips naturally. So a good jump off here for the FoKus H-ANCs. Let's go ahead and jump into some Lenny Kravitz. Almost lost a man's name. All right. Now, you got a lot more bass, a lot more punch with this one, with these earbuds as opposed to the Philips. Very nice sound. Sounds much better. A little louder. But you got a great overall sound, good vocals, good sound separation. Okay, it just sounded really good. Uh, all the background instrumentals, you heard all of it, as opposed to, uh, some of it missing naturally when it comes like on the Philips earbuds. All right, so let's go ahead and let's take it home with Kenny G. All right, right out of the box, right out of the blocks, you hear just you got that boom, with the keyboard. I mean, you're already in, and it hits you immediately. Just great sound. You got good separation. So it just sounds really good with these earbuds. Nice, clean lead saxophone. Very warm sound, and just sounds really good naturally out of these earbuds. I like it. I really like it. It's a very nice sound. All right. I could go on with these. All right. So again, very good sound. You definitely can tell the difference between the two earbuds. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and I'm gonna get this cleaned up, and then I'm gonna come back with my final thoughts on these two. So stay strapped in. All right, we are back in. The Gauntlet Series continues for the Noble FoKus H-ANCs. Their opponent in this round, the Philips TAT8506. And I have to say, the the FoKus H-ANCs really shine through in this head-to-head. You got okay sound. Just the volume was just naturally too low, and the bass without EQ. was was barely exist. It was there with the Run DMC. It was there because that's a bass heavy song. But as far as what Lenny Kravitz is again and going home where you have that not that sub bass throughout, especially going home with the keyboard and everything, you got that sub bass. It was absent with these guys. And with the I mean with naturally, I'm just gonna say naturally, because they do have a graphic EQ where you can make your own, and it works, and you're good to go there once you get in there. But naturally, they lack punch. Um and I think that in volume, overall volume, they do lack both of those. All right, so with the Focus H-ANCs, you got good volume, not great, but good volume. Naturally, you got punchy bass. I like that. And the vocals were okay. They were good. They were clean. And as far as the lead saxophone in Kenny G song, it also clean. So you got a really good balanced sound out of these guys. You got a good balanced sound out of the Philips too, but like I said, with the volume, the volume. Well, I ain't gonna say you got balanced sound because the bass was missing in some of the songs. So I can't say that about these guys naturally. With the EQ, these things these things will knock it out of the park with the proper EQ setting. All right, so naturally, these guys were great in this head to head. They checked all the boxes for me. Just they were louder, not by much, but they were louder naturally than the Philips T8506s. So obviously, what I would go with, even though the Philips does have multi-point, they do have the features that I like. I would go with the Focus H-ANCs on strictly sound performance between the two. The Focus H-ANC gets the win. All right, so the Gauntlet Series does continue. This ends round two. We will I got some other guys they're gonna go up against as well. So if you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button. If you wanna stick with us and see what else I got cooking on these, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell. That way you're notified when any other videos are out. Also, you can catch me on you obviously on YouTube, on Twitter and Instagram at Ron on Tech. That way, you'll get notified when new videos are about to drop. Want to make sure I didn't forget anything. I think that's everything. Again, thanks for coming out and checking your boy out, and I'll catch you on the next one. Noble FoKus H-ANCs get the win. Have a good one, everybody. Peace.